Hey everybody, Dr. Funky here, and today I'm not Dr. Funky, guys. Okay, it's Omar the Knife Sharp Guy, just paying homage to Dr. Funky with my green gloves because my hands so chafed from washing them that they're cracking and bleeding. I didn't want you to see how disgusting my hands look. So today on the Knife Shark channel, we're going to unveil the knife that I've been talking about for like ever. And finally, it's here from South Africa with all the coronavirus stuff that's going on. It was incredibly difficult to get this knife, but it is here. I'm going to present it to you now. This is it. Let's go ahead and unbox this puppy. Take him out. And there he is. Take a look at how beautiful with the blue and the orange all over it. It's just a stunning, spectacular knife. The maker of this knife is none other than the legendary knife maker. Des Horn. Look at that pretty guy, huh? Who wouldn't buy a knife from that wonderful man? Sweetest guy I've ever met in my life. He's a dentist by trade. This guy's probably been making knives since I was, maybe 5 years old, I'm guessing. Anyway, I met up with this gentleman, Des Horn. He is an absolutely amazing, amazing knife maker. This is one of his signature knives. This is called the Des Horn Imvubu. It is called the Imvubu, which stands for the hippopotamus. I saw this knife at the Blade Gallery here in Washington, and I had wanted one of these forever. And I promised myself that if I were to get one of these, it would be a custom one. And the time that I had asked about it, it was the very beginning of the coronavirus outbreak, probably like early March, maybe, here in the States. And I had asked Des Horn to make me an Imvubu with a coronavirus theme. This is what he came up with. So what we have here is all G10 with the blue and the orange coloring on it to represent the coronavirus. It's supposed to be red, but actually I asked them to go ahead and make it orange to signify hope that we will find a vaccine someday. So this is the knife that I've been asking about. The knife runs on ball bearings. It's a nitrate ball bearings. If you guys are not familiar with Des Horn, he is not a firm believer of ball bearing knives, but he made this one for me, and I'm going to tell you the story of that right now by bringing out the knife that got me this knife before I get into this. Tell you the story. So this is the Des Horn Slim Vubu, which is the sister knife to this knife. Now, when I discussed getting this knife, I thought that there was something wrong with my Slim Vubu, and there wasn't. I just didn't know what happened. But I began to notice that my knife had a little bit of blade play in it, and I don't know, I was just rocking it back and forth, and I thought it had blade play. Obviously, now you can tell it does not. But at the time, there's something going on in the knife that I didn't know, so I addressed it with Des Horn, and he was upset that the knife was not performing to what I wanted. This is the kind of person that we are looking at. I'll put this aside for a second because it's part of the story. So the knife had some blade play on it. He was completely upset. We already discussed me getting this knife. And he said, you know what? I'm in the middle of making your Imvubu, but I don't want to make you that knife with washers because I know you like the super smooth action. But what he didn't know was I was perfectly fine with this knife and the action, and I'm going to show you in a second. But he thought I wasn't happy with the action on the knife, so he agreed to make me the Imvubu with nitrate ball bearings. This is the only Imvubu out there made out of ball bearings. This one was especially made for me by this great knife maker. He normally does not do ball bearings, but he did do it for me. I really appreciated it, and I was totally blown away by the action. This thing is super, super smooth. Kind of worried about hitting the camera, that's what it is, but I'll do it again. So he decided to go ahead and make me the Imvubu with nitrate ball bearings. But if we take a look at both knives, keep in mind this one runs on washers, right? Do that again. So I'm wearing gloves, so I can't really get the feel of it. There you go. And then, plus the camera's way too high. I wish I could do it better, but I can't. It's funny, when I'm alone with these knives, I can flip them all over the place. They flip perfectly. Now I'm on camera and I can't do it. So, let's go ahead and get back into this knife. But anyway, yeah, this is the only knife that runs on ball bearings. All the other Imvubus run on washers only, but they are just as smooth as this guy. There you go. That's what I wanted to do. And yeah, so it's the only knife that runs on nitrate ball bearings. The knife has a G10 backspacer. It's absolutely stunning. The knife has a very, very sharp steel called Nitrobe 77. I can't stop flipping it. There you go. And this knife will retain an amazing edge forever. And it's almost guaranteed to look like this forever, no matter how hard you use it. The knife goes through an amazingly hard heat treatment process, and then it is dipped into liquid nitrogen for that cryogenic quench to give the knife strength as well as be able to hold its amazing edge. The knife has, the Imvubu has a twist on it. This is just an overall impressions, guys, not a full review. We're going to do a full review next time. So there's the twist design all the way around the knife. Really just absolutely beautiful. It looks like the knife has a discontinuation of the design here, but actually it doesn't. That's the relief cut on the knife, which they usually have on all knives that are this large. The lockup on the knife, while it doesn't look like it's got a strong lockup, believe me, it does not. This knife is rock solid. It's not going anywhere, but the lockup, in case you're interested, it looks like it's at about 20%, which I think is fine. And the centering on the blade is just absolutely spectacular. Now, keep in mind, guys, he had never made a knife like this before. I also forgot to mention it's got a mill pocket clip, titanium blue to match the entire theme of the coronavirus knife. Really very beautiful. But as I was saying before, the man has never made a knife like this before. So this was sort of a challenge for him to make. Like I said, he'd never made a knife with ball bearings. He had to make certain adjustments to the knife to have it fit the ball bearings, and I'm perfectly fine with that. This thing is just rock solid all the way around. So why don't we go ahead and do some size comparisons on this piece? This is a large knife, ladies and gentlemen. A really big, big, big knife. So let's go ahead and put it up against the Benchmade Anthem, one of my all-time favorites. Okay. And how about we put it up against the Kershaw Bare-Knuckle? It's almost about the same size, I guess, as the Bare-Knuckle. Right. But it's a large, large knife, as far as I'm concerned. Here it is up against the new piece I got, which is the Swayback. Spyderco Swayback. I just did a video on that a couple of days ago. Check that one out also. case you're interested in getting one of these, definitely one of my favorite production knives in the entire Spyderco lineup for 2020. And to finish this entire thing off, why don't we do knife sharks, knife comparison, so you guys can get a better look at what you're seeing here. So we have the Imvubu knife here. I don't have... 1 second. You know what? I'll bring out one that I'm selling, because I can't find the other knife, so I apologize for that. So we're going to go ahead and pull out this guy. So just to see, so you guys can see the size of the knife, I like to do this on all of my knives for size comparison, because I don't think people do it often enough, and I think they should. Here's the Imvubu. We're going to go ahead and put it up against the Kershaw Tumbler. And then finally, let's go ahead and put it up against the Kershaw Highball, which is for sale right now. Check that out on eBay. No one's buying it because I won't drop it $5. I'll probably will, though. Just a matter of time. So, the Imvubu is a large knife, so this is large, medium, and small. I always like to do that with my size comparisons. This is my thing, so you guys can get a better idea of the size. So this one falls in the large category. So the workmanship of Des Horn is just absolutely stunning. The way the colors on this knife pop, there's some sort of shellac on the handle. This is a true art piece to me, but it's also a knife. But yeah, this is one of the knives I've been asking for a long time since I've seen one in the Blade Gallery. Usually the knife is made with either G10, like you see here, or in black carbon fiber or blue lightning strike carbon fiber. And because I wanted a custom one, he made this one for me. I'm absolutely in love with this knife, and if Des is watching, I mean, this is truly an amazing work of art. The liners are really just a beautiful touch. They're shiny. I've never seen liners that look like that. It's very retro, almost very 80s looking knife overall. The knife has a soft detent on it. You can actually open it with inertia, but that's okay. I still love it, as long as there's, I mean, there's no blade plane on this whatsoever. This thing is as solid as a rock. One of the things I love about this knife that I'm glad Des Horn did, I'm the kind of person when it comes to back spacers, I like my back spacers to be either completely enclosed like it is on this knife, or we have a completely open construction like you have here on my Zero Tolerance 0562. I'm not into the half back spacer deal. Like this. I mean, I'm okay with it, but I kind of prefer, continuity in my knives. And so the fact that this knife actually has a full back spacer is just, it just kind of completes the whole picture. The knife is incredibly smooth. I really cannot say or tell you how smooth this is. It's just fantastic. Absolutely overall fantastic. The size of the knife is amazing. It's got really great ergos. I forgot to bring paper, but I'll probably do that in my overall review of this knife when I actually use it. Right now I'm just kind of like marveling at the color and the look of the knife. It's just absolutely incredible. So this is just an overall view, overall impressions of this knife, which is the last knife in my South African knife collection thus far. There will be more. I don't know. I'm working on maybe getting a Lex K. So, yeah. Overall impressions knife, ladies and gentlemen, of the Des Horn Imvubu. And I will put, once again, the sister knife up against it. the Slim Boo-Boo. You got to get both of these. These are both in Nitrobe 77. Super rare steel. You need to experience the steel. It's absolutely spectacular in performance overall. And the wearability of the knife is just going to last you probably forever. That heat treatment and then the quenching and the cryogenic liquid nitrogen is just a cryogenic process. Just absolutely amazing. I really can't say much more other than Des Horn is a master at what he does. An absolute master at creating amazing and intricate works of sharp art. He is the guy. Every knife maker that I've ran into, from J.D. Van Deventer to John Arnold to Trevor Berger, they all say, Des Horn, well, he's the master. And I really, from holding my own Imvubu, I don't doubt any of their words. This is just truly a fantastic work of art. I can't say enough about this guy. I really hope one day to meet him. Not only is he a great knife maker, he is a very, very sweet man. So, this is Omar the Knife Shark Guy, just giving you an overall look of the Des Horn Imvubu. I really don't have much more to say on it. We did do the size comparisons on it. Maybe I should have done the measurements. Let's go ahead and do the measurements. I forgot to do that. I'm sorry. There's more to do. I just keep blabbing on and on. When you're passionate about a knife and you want to share with the world, you just go a little insane. So let's go ahead and do the measurements on this. So I can't really do the weight, but I can at least do the blade length. So the blade length of this knife is roughly, it is at 3.5 inches in blade length overall. The cutting length on this knife with the cutting edge on it would be about 3.3. I think, yeah, about 3.3. Well, no, yeah, it's roughly about 3.4 inches of cutting length on that. Really fantastic. Yeah. I don't have much more. I didn't do much more on the stats. As far as the weight, yeah, I don't have a scale or anything. I wish I could do the weight on it, but I can't. It is a fairly heavy knife overall for a knife made with G10, but it has fantastic balance to it on the knife. Balance is, yeah, it's right about there on it. It's perfectly well balanced. This is a hefty knife. I really didn't. But then again, Imvubu does stand for hippopotamus. And if you like big knives, I mean, for a custom, this would be it. I mean, I would probably, yeah. I'm sorry, I'm just totally stunned at the way the knife looks. Anyway, I just wanted to share this knife with you. I'm going to go and enjoy it some more. And hopefully the next video I'll be a little less drooling. So I do apologize for that. But basically this is just sort of a show and tell video. And a chance to talk about Des Horn and his work. So this is Omar the Knife Shark Guy signing off with the Des Horn Imvubu. Hope this has been interesting for you, and look into Des Horn's work. If you check out his pamphlet, though, this is actually considered one of his, not lesser knives, but less flashier knives. I mean, you can tell this guy is really an amazing art knife maker. I mean, this is the one that I actually want. I think this one's the automatic knife that he makes. That one's real pricey. I can't afford it. But yeah, do I want one? Yes, I do. Once again, shout out to Des Horn, smiling. If I were to talk about Des Horn, I would probably say this guy's like to knife making what Elvis is to rock and roll. How's that? Des Horn, absolutely fantastic knife maker. I can't say enough about the guy. This is Omar the Knife Shark Guy signing off, hoping to stop drooling over this piece when I get the chance. Hope this has been interesting for you. Thank you so much for watching, and stay safe out there, guys. God bless.